There are days in which the world feels like silk against my skin, caressing my senses like a cool breeze through moonlit trees on a warm summer night by the river. There are days in which the world aches like the bags under my eyes after a sleepless night, like a broken bird crashed into a window after a graceful flight, sullen and swollen and awkward. Although sometimes the world is one. Bar-tailed godwits fly in orderly flocks across the sky, from Alaska to New Zealand and back. And the air that you breathe out is the air that I breathe in, and there is no difference between you and I. Although there are days in which the world is the chain come off my bicycle, stuck up the back of the gears, and I'm hands covered in cuts and black grease, trousers torn, and it's a long walk home. And there are days in which the world is a colossal conceptual framework, shaky with metaphors, scaffolded with what we think, shaped by what we think is good, constrained by what we think we sense, expanding inwards and outwards at the same time, like what we think we know, and how we think we know it, and who we think we are in the first place. And sometimes it's just me and the powers that be, like a big black bear looming over a beetle. And I'm a beetle trembling in the shadows of a self-perpetuating system, going 1,000,000 miles a second, engulfing all the plants, all the animals, all of humanity in its wake. Not quite sure where it's headed, not quite sure how it started off on this path, but racing there anyway like an unstoppable snowball, gathering snow and speed as it flies, unable to hear the beetles' cries. And there are days in which the world is one long list of things to get done, stretching out to the distant end of the rainbow like a bottomless wishing well in the dark. And there are days for which there was no yesterday. There will be no tomorrow. The world is created in a flash as I open my eyes from slumber. And it's hard to tell apart the actual unfolding of the universe from my dreams that dance me and throw me around in my sleep. That's if they differ at all. And some days, the world is the unblossoming of a flower bud, wet with the dew from the night, laden with the sweet nectar of possibility, where troubles are lost in the mist of the morning and only beauty and promise shine through, and the world stands still while the flower blossoms. And each day there's a mirror reflecting me back to me in troubles, in smiles, in frowns. And each day there's a chance that the mystery will surprise us, or that we'll surprise the mystery.